Scorpio. Scorpio, welcome to your reading. Thanks for joining. Hope you're all doing well. Going to do a general tarot read for you guys. See what's going on. Please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If the message fits, you'll know. If it doesn't, don't force it to fit. The message is not for you. It's the 12th of January 2026. Let's see what we have going on for Scorpio. Messages for Scorpio. Messages for Scorpio. The Emperor in reverse, the Queen of Wands in reverse, the Nine of Wands in reverse, the Star in the upright, and the Ten of Cups in the reverse. Alright, so some kind of more negative, fiery energy here. Feeling overwhelmed, lack of strength for something or someone, but yet feeling hopeful, and some sort of emotional kind of disconnection, disharmony, broken connections, relationships, something possibly, there's been some sort of conflict somewhere, some sort of conflict, and you're feeling, or someone's feeling defeated here, lack of energy to keep dealing with this, giving up, kind of had enough. But there's the Star, this kind of hope and faith that something might be resolved, or something might come back to the good fire energy and not the more negative aspect of the fire energy. So let's see what's going on with all of this. The Emperor, why is it here for Scorpio in reverse energy? Ace of Wands in reverse. There's that more, a lack of energy, a lack of firepower, a lack of want, desire, stagnant, stuck, no forward motion. I'm getting a stubborn energy as well, kind of a little bit stubborn, a little bit not controlling, but more stubborn. Someone's kind of in their ego, arrogance, not listening, or not kind of, just someone's very much in their ego kind of firepower here. Alright, King of Wands in reverse, the Devil, I'm going to take those. Yeah, King of Wands and the Queen of Wands in reverse, that's, and the Emperor in reverse, that's, and like I said, someone's in their ego, arrogant sort of energy. The Emperor in reverse, the King of Wands in reverse, that's real kind of, ooh, that is quite, I don't really know how to say that. Hard work. Impulsiveness, overbearing, stubborn, kind of hard work. Nine of Wands in reverse. Yeah, there's the Two of Cups in reverse energy, and it's causing a separation here, a breakdown, an imbalance. Perhaps some sort of, you know, argument, conflict here that's just, and someone's not calming down, or someone's just being very abrupt, or just very arrogant. I keep getting arrogant. The Star, why is the Star here for Scorpio? Knight of Wands. Okay, someone's very impulsive here, very passionate but very impulsive, very Really fiery. Could be dealing with an Aries, Leo or Sagittarius here, Scorpio. Very fiery energy indeed. 10 of Wands in reverse. Why is it here for Scorpio? 4 of Wands. The 4 of Wands, that's the 10 of the 10 of Cups in reverse, and then the 4 of Wands in the upright. So hope that something can come back together. Something can stabilize, and hope with the Star as well. Something, you know, hoping to bring something back to some sort of balance and peace and calm. Bringing something back together here. The Devil, there's another strong energy. The Devil, that's kind of something that's a struggle, something that consumes someone or holds someone, or it's also the shadow aspect of ourselves, the more negative aspect of ourselves, our flaws, as it were. Things we kind of need to let go of, things we need to resolve within ourselves. So someone could be, you know, kind of needing to have a little reality check here and having a little word with themselves about possibly the way they're acting, the way they're talking, their behaviour, their actions, you know, they need to calm down a little and kind of bring themselves back to balance here. But I'm getting this arrogant, stubborn energy that I'm not doing anything. It's not kind of not they're not wanting to kind of, why did I just get be human? They don't want to be human. Maybe they feel that they feel weak if they kind of soften up a little bit. Tell me about the Devil. Why he's here for Scorpio. The Hanged Man in reverse. There's that resistant stubbornness I'm getting. Resistant to change, stubborn. That kind of, nope, this is how I am. I'm not changing. This is how I am. This is who I am. I will not change for anyone. You know, I don't need to change. I don't need to I don't need to do anything. This is what it is. This is who I am. Deal with it. I'm kind of getting that sort of energy. Someone that is very set in their ways. Very set in their ways. They don't see an issue with it, a problem with it. This is the way they've always been. This is the way they'll always be. Ace of Wands in reverse energy. Why is it here for Scorpio? Oh my goodness. I kid you not. And I knew it was going to come out. Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands in reverse. I knew that was going to come out. And it's really putting a blockage here. It's really causing a rift, a real kind of separation. Because someone will not kind of just bow down. Someone will not bow down. Oof. Someone will not bow down. The Emperor bows to nobody. King of Wands. Why is he here in reverse energy for Scorpio? Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Knight of Pentacles, he's very slow in his upright energy. He's very slow, committed, stable, patient. In reverse, he's so slow he comes to a stop. He's so slow he just doesn't move. Bit lazy, lax, doesn't really want to put the effort in. So like I said earlier, someone kind of doesn't see the problem here. They don't see the issue. You know, They don't need to do anything. They don't need to change. They don't need to amend themselves in any way. Two of Cups in reverse energy. Now this could be your energy, Scorpio. You're feeling possibly rather, well, shattered by this, separated, just, yeah. Two of Cups in reverse. King of Cups. And you're perhaps trying to stay balanced here. Trying to balance out this situation and come from a place of maturity. Balance. From your heart, from the love, from the peace, from the harmony. Trying to just balance this and talk and, you know, be calm and... Knight of Wands. Why is he here for Scorpio? Yeah. Eight of Cups in reverse. That could be you again, Scorpio. You're thinking about possibly walking away here, but not walking away quite yet. And the Hanged Man as well. You're kind of resisting this walking away here, that perhaps you know, or you have, you know, you think, or you know that you probably should, but your resistance here is you kind of not walking away from this, or they're not, however the energy fits. But as Cups of Water, and I'm, hang on one moment please, sorry about that, I just had to do something very quickly. So the Devil there, the things that hold us, that could be in play for both here. Resisting being held by something, not being able to walk away from something. Four of Wands. Why is it here for Scorpio? Eight of Wands in the upright. That's rapid action. And I'm getting here that something needs to change quite rapidly. Something here needs to change quite rapidly. There's kind of this hope that something might change, or there's hope and faith, but something needs to change here. Some sort of action needs to be taken. The Hanged Man in reverse energy. Why is he here for Scorpio? The Star. Yeah, the Star again. Someone here is really, really hoping that something will change for the better here. Something will heal. Someone will heal this situation. The Two of Swords in reverse. But not knowing which way to go, which direction to go, how to resolve this, how to heal this, how to bring this about to a better place. And they're kind of stuck in the indecision here, or stuck in fear, or stuck in the unknown, just getting that hope that something will resolve here. But there is a lot of fire energy here, a lot of fire energy. Tell me about the Ace of Wands. It's here twice for Scorpio in reverse energy. What does Scorpio need to know about the Ace of Wands? Three of Cups in reverse. So that's kind of an energy of not coming together, with kind of shutting yourself away from people, perhaps friends or family, or feeling shut off. Perhaps you need to get some sort of support, advice, talk to a friend or family member. and kind of not deal with this on your own. A way to go forward, but perhaps you need some kind of guidance with regards to how to do that in one way or the other. Knight of Pentacles in reverse energy. Why is he here for Scorpio? Four of Pentacles in reverse. Stubbornly holding on to something's, holding on to some sort of small stability, or someone's stubborn holding on to something, perhaps holding a grudge, or someone's not putting in the effort here to stabilize something. Something being held on here that needs to be let go of. King of Cups. Why is he here for Scorpio? Seven of Swords. That's well, quite a deceptive, untrustworthy, sneaky sort of an energy. Again, it could just, or someone needs to take accountability and they're not taking accountability. They're not kind of owning up to their wrongdoings or their behaviour or their flaws or where they've gone wrong. Or they kind of just keep getting away with this kind of negative, fiery energy. Eight of Cups in reverse energy. Why is it here for Scorpio? Five of Cups in reverse. Needing to accept something, needing to accept, forgive, and to move on. Not kind of, someone's always, I'm getting this, someone's always moaning, complaining, kind of, and they need to kind of accept something and get back to a good energy, a good positive energy. Or someone needs to accept the situation for what it is and move on, or make it good, or just, yeah. Eight of Wands in the upright. Why is it here for Scorpio? The Eight of Wands. The Lovers. So this could be quite a fiery dynamic, fiery connection, fiery relationship, up and down, very fiery, very, you know, intense, very very passionate, very fiery. Very, very, very fiery. Tell me about the Star. It's here twice. For Scorpio, what's the hope, faith and balance? What's the hope in the Star? What does Scorpio need to know about the Star? Eight of Swords in reverse. That is freedom, liberation, freeing ourselves from negative thinking, from negative thoughts, from overthinking, from anxiety, from worry. And there's the Devil up there. That's freedom from the devil, freedom from the dark side, freedom from the negative, freedom from the things that hold us, stop us moving forward, stop us growing, stop a situation growing, resolving, something that just needs to be looked at, something that needs to be released, let go of. Tell me about the Two of Swords in reverse. Three of Cups in reverse again. Someone could feel quite alone here, quite unsupported. Someone's not feeling listened to, or feels very much on their own here, shut away, and or kind of just shut off. from this. Tell me about the Three of Cups then. It's here twice for Scorpio in reverse. What does Scorpio need to know about the Three of Cups? Eight of Swords again, this time in the upright. Some sort of deception, manipulation, perhaps real heavy kind of mind energy here. Very trapped by thoughts, worries, anxieties. Four of Pentacles in reverse energy. Why is it here for Scorpio? Eight of Wands in reverse. Forward, back. Action, no action. Up and down. No growth, not moving forward. Just staying in this up and down, up in the air. Impulsive, inconsistent. Kind of something needs to change, but it's not. Action needs to be taken, but it's not, because someone doesn't know what action to take here, because they're just quite overwhelmed with it mentally. Seven of Swords, Nine of Swords, worry, anxiety, thinking about it over and over and over, sitting up, maybe not being able to sleep. Five of Cups in reverse energy. The World, going round and round in circles, or someone, there's been some sort of small achievement here, some sort of success, or someone just feels like, you know, this is complete. There's no progression here, nothing's going to change here. But they're kind of not moving forward, they're not walking away. Tell me about the Lovers. Ace of Swords in reverse. No clarity, not knowing what to do, not having the way forward, not getting clarity, or getting clarity and refusing to acknowledge it, accept it. Feeling confused. Eight of Swords. The Hermit in reverse, and someone is feeling very isolated, very shut off, very alone, not kind of shutting themselves off from people, staying away from people, not socializing, not kind of talking to friends or family, or this is taking someone away from things that they would possibly normally enjoy. It's kind of taking them away from themselves. It's, you know, feeling very isolated, very shut off here. This is a very heavy reading. I'm going to do one more line of clarification and I'm going to leave it there, Scorpio. So I'm feeling a bit not in the greatest of energy here with this reading. Eight of Swords. Four of Wands in reverse. Again, conflict, separation. You've separated from yourself, I just heard, just in my mind. Separated from yourself. Out of harmony with yourself. Not thinking of yourself. Eight of Wands in reverse. Ten of Pentacles. This could be to do with family. You know, a long-term kind of connection, relationship that involves family or finances, shared finances, something like that. You can't, okay, so you can't, this isn't just about you. This isn't just about thinking about yourself. You have to think of everyone else involved, others involved. Nine of Swords. Death in the upright. Change. endings, beginnings, transformation. Something needs to end here. Something needs to end so that something can begin, or death and rebirth so it can change needs to happen. Something needs to stop. Something needs to end. Action needs to be taken. Otherwise this is just going to keep going round and round, or it's just going to stay stuck. And perhaps the world and death, perhaps something has ended, or has, you know, has completed. Something has come full circle. The cycle has been completed. It cannot go forward. It keeps going backwards. Stuck, stuck, stuck. So it's finito. Tell me about the world. Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups and the King of Cups. Scorpio, that could be you. Listening to your intuition. Listening to your inner wisdom. Guiding yourself. Staying in your heart. Thinking what is best for you. But thinking of others as well, perhaps, with the Ten of Pentacles. Coming from your heart space, coming from your intuitive kind of space, knowing what's best here and what the best decision is, or trying to get to that point. Being at peace where there was no peace. You're making the peaceful decision here. And yeah, there's death. Death being the card of Scorpio. So perhaps you are walking away here, Scorpio. You are the one that's putting an end to this. I just got this. So you are the one that's putting an end to this. Ace of Swords. Page of Wands in reverse. Yeah, no growth, lack of direction. No change, no growth, no kind of, you know, nothing's changing for the better here. The Hermit. Knight of Pentacles. In the upright. Staying grounded. Kind of working towards and being committed to your stability, perhaps. You're the one that's staying grounded in all this. You're making the balanced, grounded, mature, fair, sensible decision here. You're the peacemaker here. Yeah, I'm going to leave that there, Scorpio, because it's a really heavy energy, and I think I'm just going to leave it there. I feel somewhat a little bit dizzy and washed out with all this, actually. I hope this resonated. I hope it helped or guided you in some way. Thank you for listening if you did. Good luck with it. Best wishes. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.